Hey guys, today we're going to be making some homemade bread. I've made this bread more times than I can count, so I can say that I've perfected this recipe. So what we need is a measuring cup, of a cup of course, some yeast for bread, because we're making bread, some raw honey, or just normal honey, whatever you have. I have brown sugar for this one, but any sugar is fine. A tablespoon for the yeast, some salt, spatula, and a big bowl to put all the stuff in it. So you want to put 2 cups of warm water into your bowl. Cold water is fine, but it doesn't really activate the yeast as well, and that won't get like it foamy. So, but it works the same. And then you get 2 tablespoons of yeast. Try to spread it around the water so it doesn't clump up. 2 tablespoons might seem like a lot, but this is for 2 loaves of bread, so it's okay. Then we get our honey, and you don't have to put that much, but it kind of depends on how sweet you want it. So I'm putting like this much in it. If you want to measure it, you could just put a tablespoon, I guess. We're putting this much brown sugar. Not too much, because we're not making like dessert bread. Just making normal bread. And then we get some salt. We just put like a pinch to balance out the sugar and the honey. And then you stir it. This is what it's supposed to look like. You stir it, make sure you get the honey from the bottom of it into like the mixture. And you get all the yeast mixed so it distributes evenly. And then you want to get a towel, paper towel. A paper towel and damp it so you can put it over your bowl. So you can let the yeast activate like this. And now we wait 30 minutes and I'll see you at the end. So when you're done, your bowl should look more or less like this. Pretty foamy on the top because of the yeast. If you use cold water, then it won't look like that, but it'll look like when you first mixed it. But don't worry, the yeast is activated. And then we get our measuring cup for 1 cup. You're gonna take your flour. I'm using normal flour. I know there's a bunch of different types of flour, but you could use whichever one you like. So we get a cup of flour. It doesn't really have to be exactly a cup, but it's okay. So more or less just a cup. And we put it in the yeast. Well, the mixture of yeast. This is what it looks like. This is the flour. My bowl came out really foamy this time for some reason, but it's okay. So we're gonna mix it until it's mostly into the yeast mixture. It doesn't have to be totally mixed in because there's gonna be a bunch of flour clumps, but that's good. Okay, and then we get another cup. We're gonna put 5 cups, but the last one we're gonna save it. Because we put flour on the countertop for when we need it. We're gonna put it in, that. And you're gonna mix it in again. This is our 2nd cup, by the way. Again, it doesn't have to be fully incorporated into the mixture. It should start kind of like into a soupy texture, or like, I don't know, porridge or something. I'm not sure what this texture is supposed to be like, but like this is good. And then we go with another cup. This is the 3rd cup. By this time, after you mix this one, it should start turning into a kind of a dough, really, but not yet. Because it's going to start getting harder to mix until after we need to put it on the countertop. So make sure your countertop is clean, because we don't want any hair getting in the dough, or whatever you guys have on your countertops. See this? This is good. So this is after our 3rd cup of flour, so now we're going in with our 4th one. This is the last time we're going to mix it in the bowl. Because then we need to, ooh, the sun just went away. And then we need to put it on the counter. For this one, you don't even have to mix it all the way. Just make sure it's all around the dough. Try to get it off your spoon so you don't have to touch it with your fingers yet. Also, make sure your hands are clean. I just washed my hands. So. And then what you want to do is you get your cup, fill it up with flour, and set it aside. But first sprinkle some on the counter so it doesn't stick. Just spread it around. Make sure none of the flour is at the edge so you don't drop any on yourself. And just put it gently on the counter like this. So this is what it should kind of look like. If it's not a dough yet, put a little bit more flour. And yeah. So you just want to start kneading it into the flour, kind of. Try to be rough with it, because then that's how it goes faster. And if it's sticky, just put more flour on it. Spread it around so it doesn't stick so much. You really want to get in there. I should have taken off my bracelet first, but too late for it now. Really knead in it, don't be shy, because we need to get it ready for baking.
Hey, bruh, crank it up. Wow.
You know your dough is done if you can stretch it out and see light through it, like mine is right now, without it ripping. I'll clean my station and I'll be right back with you. Ta-da! I cleaned it. Also, you would want to clean your bowl as well. So you're gonna want to put butter on the bowl that you had the yeast in, so it doesn't stick for when you put it to rise. Like all around, so it doesn't stick. Look like this. You can coat it a bit more. Then you roll up the dough like a little ball. And then you just drop it in your bowl. And then you put a wet paper towel over it, and you let it set for 30 minutes. After your bread is put in the dough and has risen for 30 minutes, it should look like this. Or maybe a little bit smaller, because so now you're gonna just punch it down so we get all the air bubbles out of it. And then you're gonna take it out of the bowl. I don't think I put enough butter in the bowl. Maybe I did. Okay. And then you're gonna knead it a bit. Just a little bit. You don't have to knead it again. Then you're gonna cut your bread in half. Cut your bread in half. Because we're making 2 loaves. Or you can rip it up in sections and roll it into balls for dinner rolls. But I need to get my pans. After you're done rolling your 2 pieces of bread into balls, you want to get some butter and coat your pans in them. I'm using just some wet pans. I have 2 here though. So make sure to get it on the sides, because usually that's where it gets stuck. Heavy on the bottom too. So everywhere. Then just keep doing it. Okay. And then you put your 2 bread balls into the pans right in the middle. And then you cover those both with a wet towel. And you wait 30 minutes for it to rise. So after you're done waiting for them to rise, they should have doubled in size again. So you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350, which is what my oven's at right now. And then put them in at 30 minutes. And this is the before. So the bread is finished. Now we're going to take it out of the oven, which is pretty hot. This is what it looks like after baking for 30 minutes. Very hot, of course. So after it bakes, you have to put butter on the top of it, so you can have it nice and tasty, ready to eat, and turn off your oven. Always remember. So you put a little bit of butter on the top, just spread it around like this. Amazing. And if you made bread rolls with it, then just put butter on it as well. Anyways, that was my bread making video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.